And then where's Sergeant Brandon? Sergeant, would you be willing to raise this flag when the time comes?
All right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm sure you all recognize me. A proud black man and Lancaster City Council President Ismael Smith-Waddell. Thank you all so much for being here. But I'm just here by virtue of all of the African American greats that have come before me, in particular in the city of Lancaster, several of whom are here right now. So let's give them a round of applause too. This is the first time we are raising, whatever you want to call it, the African American flag, the African American independence flag, the Black Liberation flag, designed to honor the flags of the African nations from which we come, ultimately, and to honor our ancestors, to honor the struggle, our people, and the fruits of our struggle. And again, this is the first time this is happening, so I want to give a big shout out to Lancaster City, and in particular to Ms. Evita Colon, as well as Sharon Allen Spann, as well as all of those persons who serve on city staff who are of African descent, for making this happen for the first time. I'm going to hand it over to the mayor in just a second, but I do want to say that what is amazing about this, and indeed amazing about the fact that we have two flags, and I love this, is that we are proud people, we are proud Lancastrians, we are proud Americans, and if you look around the crowd, you will notice something that we have long understood, that the diaspora is not just people that might be understood as black or African American. The African diaspora includes every Latinx, Latino, and Latina person. And here in Lancaster, so we are doing this together. Can I get an ashe? Ashe. All right, with that, Mayor of the City of Lancaster, Deneen Sirachi.
All right, thank you, Council President. Welcome, everybody. What a beautiful day. I'm glad we postponed this from Monday, and I really appreciate you coming here this day to celebrate Black History Month and the raising of the African American flag. So, Black History Month obviously was established to celebrate the contributions of African Americans who've made significant contributions to the United States and to the world. It often gives rise to remembrances with people who have names of Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Jackie Robertson, Zora Neale Hurston, one of my favorite authors, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., of course, Maya Angelou, Mae Jemison, Aretha Franklin, Ella Fitzgerald. I can go on and on. And current contemporaries like Tarana Burke, who leads us in a Me Too movement that continues to have ripple effects and to change the way that we respond to and elevate women in our world. Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Spike Lee, Gabby Douglas, Beyonce, Alicia Keys. Yes, I am calling out women of color in particular. These individuals shed light on the experience of being African American. They have broken boundaries. They have risen to national and international prominence for their contributions in advancing civil rights, literature, music, sport, leading our country, and more, and more. Locally, we also celebrate the African Americans that have shaped this community, this Lancaster, with family names of Polite, Gans, Ewell, Dixon, Brown, Wilson, Cunningham, Christian, Richardson, Stewart, and many, many more. And so as we raise these flags, let it symbolize not only the contributions of the individuals whose names we know that are ready on our lips and are top of our mind, but those whose names we do not know. The contributions of all African Americans who have helped build this country since 1619. Whose lineage is royal. Whose birth overcome, who have persevered, who have made way out of no way, who have so thoroughly embodied the hope for a better day, which has in turn instilled in communities like this community with values of service, of mutual support, of love, of caring, of sharing, of bringing all that your history and stories to this community have enriched and made this city better. So let our eyes turn to these flags, raising them high, this is your cue, and lifting our eyes that truly embrace, celebrate, and love one another. Thank you. Here we are. Thanks all for coming.
Thank you.